Welcome back to Wrenching Wrecked. Working on the truck today. It's 5:15, 5:30 in the morning. It is freezing cold outside, but I did leave this truck in here last night because I had a couple issues that need to be addressed. One, headlight switch does not work in the cold. It is very cold-blooded, if you will, or likes warm weather, however that's phrased. And the wiper squirters. I just tried doing this, but this GoPro keeps dying because it also doesn't like the cold. But the last handful of days, if I drove this, click your parking lights on, which come on now, headlights on, also come on now, but it's been sitting in here. The last 3 mornings, 5:30 in the morning, sun's not up, it's dark out. I have not had headlights. It's been like a 5-minute debacle of rotating switches and tapping switches, trying to get that to come back on, or just letting it run for a while where it warms up the cab just enough where that actually does turn back on. I don't really know what the culprit is, but headlight switch is a whopping $16. So we got one sitting there, so we'll pop that out and try just replacing that real quick. Or if I pull it apart and it's filthy, then I'll just clean everything up. But for that to be kind of jammed and sticky. The other issue is a lot of the times I could get the lights on, but then the dash lights wouldn't come on to me. Screaming, just put a new switch in it. The other issue we had was the wiper squirters. Again, it's winter, so you get out to the car and it's covered in frost. Wipers work fine, but the squirters did not, and I'm guessing it was just frozen. So, I topped that off with some fresh washer fluid yesterday. And pretty much gave that a quick once-over. So the squirter should be okay now that it's re-bled with fresh windshield de-icer juice, and then washer fluid at least. So that should be okay, but let's grab some tools and we'll dig into this dash. Hopefully that blend door stops doing the click of death, because that's just annoying. We'll get around to that at some point, but let's pull this out and see what we got to do to put a switch in here. Or what size these were, T15s or something? Yeah. Had this panel off before, but it's been a minute. Oh, the radio. I put the radio in, that's why this was off. And luckily, classic Chevy GM problems, plastic dash that was over tightened enough times where the top corner is cracked, so I only have 3 bolts in here. Saves me one whole step. Okay. How does this work? Do I have room without dropping the shifter? Nope. Blend door click of death's coming back on. Something's sticky in here. There's that one. I'd like to get both of these separated just to make it a little easier on myself. Or do we do this the hard way? What the hell is on here? Dimmer can stay on, maybe. Just trying to get these clips off without breaking anything. Come on. Let go, you. Screw it. Let's grab a screwdriver. Basically, I don't have a lot of wiring here, but there's 4 bolts that hold this switch in. I think with a little stubby, I might be able to grab that and get that out of there before having to dig all the way in and get all those switches out. Let's see what I got for stubby little screwdrivers. What a pain. I mean, it should come right out, but... tiny little screws. These little guys. Ooh. I think we got 2 more on the other side, it looks like. And then 1 more down here. Which is already broken, so that's convenient. There we go. Now, how does this wrestle out of here? Without breaking anything, hopefully. Much easier to pull the dimmer switch now. So now we actually have access to this. Now is probably a good time to double check that the parts are correct as well. Come on. I know you want to come out. There we go. 2 little clips right there. Pull those out, and then this will slide through. Okay. Let's see what the special of the day looks like. Something's melty in there on the old one. Should be good. All right. Should go in this way. Come on. Just 1. Pull those clips out again. That'll just basically hold that in place. I think. I wish that grabbed a little better on the right side. Oh well, that'll work. We're on quite a large time constraint today. So we'll drop that back into the dash, grab our tiny little baby screws. I really didn't want to get dirty before work. I didn't think this was going to be a dirty job. But when your electronics have melty things coming out of the inside of the switch, can't really help that. Come on. Way too big of hands for these tiny screws. These parts were cheap. That makes it much easier and more motivating to fix all the stupid little things when I'm only spending 10, 12 bucks on a switch. Fairly certain that would not be the case if this was the Volvo headlight switch. And we have 1 screw that's already broken off, so again, lucking out like crazy. Only gotta put 3 of these in. Okay. And we'll hook up our dimmer switch wiring. And then we'll hook up our harness. Come on. Spent more time trying to get this wire connector off than it was to actually get this back in and installed. And now we should have enough room to drop this back on. Just like so. And we put our screws back in. Man, it's a powerful switch. This other one, there's like no resistance on here whatsoever. This new one actually takes some muscle. Not really, it just is functioning and not sloppy. I can hear them actually click now. Whatever. Just got so used to this one where you just kind of graze your hand over here and the lights turn on. That's all right. Hopefully that fixes all of my problems. Got a couple broken guys in here. Just like that. Gotta love Chevy stuff. GM stuff, rather. Cheap, fast and easy to fix. No complications. Genuinely, the hardest part's just kind of getting the plastic cover off and then working with the lack of wiring in there without separating them from the other switches. But that's two more things off the list. Luckily, this truck doesn't really need a ton. The only other issue that I have that's more annoying than anything else, I gotta put an oil pressure gauge sending unit back in. The gauge is working, but it's spiking up way past where it is, so it kind of maxes out, which to me is screaming at me, telling me that's a sending unit issue. But there we have it. Parking lights, headlights. Dash is coming on right away. Cab lights. Dimmer's working. Only thing's the cargo light that I actually don't know if it's working because that's not hooked up on the cab. Sweet. Ugh. What is all this melty goo, grease? Sweet, we are good to go. And I still got time to get to work on time. I'd say that's a pretty productive start to my day. No, it's not anything fun yet, but that's all I really had time for, and now I can actually drive this to work. And pick up more stuff from the other shop to bring over here for blasting, because we're pretty slammed over there again. So that'll wrap this one up. Quick and easy little headlight switch fix and one more thing checked off on the truck. We'll catch you on the next one.